Alrighty, sorry about that. Just had some technical difficulties. Hopefully we're back up and live. And my computer won't just randomly do things. Yeah, so it'll be good. And so I just want to start. This really isn't the time that I'd think that these storms would already be moving in. These were supposed to move in tonight, and we're already seeing some blow up and have some severe storms already today. And that's not a good thing. So that's why I'm live now. I was actually intending for this to be a pre-severe storm live stream where I go over what exactly is going to be going on later, but no, it's already going on. We're already seeing severe thunderstorms. So let's see, I'm actually going to already be doing hail stuff already. So that's already going to be pretty dang exciting. And so let's just start off right now with hail calculations in the severe storm. So it looks as if we have an 100% chance of hail within this storm, and it looks as if it is about half an inch or less than half an inch in diameter. So it looks as if also we do have 60-mile-per-hour winds within that storm, and that is also going to be potentially dangerous. So this danger, we just need to here just a second. I just need people to be aware of the danger that is coming and that they need to be prepared for the worst. There we go. Alright, so there we go. And now we are live. Thank goodness. So, I guess we'll just continue with what exactly is going on at the moment with these storms. And that is that we do have a severe storm that will be headed near Rolla here very soon. It's got hail of about half an inch in diameter. So there's actually a storm north of it. That storm there that actually has about 1 inch hail that is technically classified as severe. It's actually 3/4 inch, but it's pretty close to 1 inch. No rotation at the moment, so no possibility of tornadoes. Currently, the Storm Prediction Center has us in a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms, and that is not a good thing. I would not be surprised if they did upgrade that to a high risk later today. I know that is very rare, but that looks like that's going to be what's going on. More severe thunderstorms are expected later today as this does go on, and we will probably need to be prepared for 100-mile-an-hour winds, large tornadoes, and giant hail. All kinds of stuff. If you have any questions, be sure to put them in the chat. I don't exactly have this live stream thing perfected yet, but hopefully within the next few streams this will all be good to go. Alright, well, it looks as if this is just what we're going to have to go with right now. Alrighty, well, there has been brand new stuff. It looks as if there is rotation within the storm that does have a severe thunderstorm warning the back end. 1 inch hail also in the storm north of it that is now severe. If you are within the following cities, please take cover now. I will be having those any minute now. So let's see. Alright, so if you're within the following cities, you need to take cover from the storm, actually, here. Just a second, and that is at 16 miles an hour. So the storm is currently moving at 16 miles an hour, And the following cities need to take cover. Within 7 minutes, Owensville will be hit. Within 28 minutes, Rosebud will be hit. And within 40 minutes, Gerald will be hit with this storm. This has 1-inch hail in it. This is the storm north of the one with the severe thunderstorm warning. So anyone within those cities, please take cover now. There is rotation detected in the back end of this particular storm right here. That could become dangerous. Let's take a look at what exactly that one's looking like. Still looking like we do have low movement, but these are the following cities that do need to take cover from this storm. This is here and in the next few hours. This is in 2 hours where the storm will go. So this will hit Iberia in about 80 minutes or so. So that is really the only city that looks like it will be impacted from this particular tornado kind of thing. So yeah, this is looking like a bad storm. This is looking like it's going to continue to strengthen. If you saw my forecast earlier today, you'll know that we are in for an extremely dangerous situation. And let's see, video output low. Alright, well, it looks as if we are having some issues with the stream now with some lower quality video output. So here, I'm going to fix that up real quick. And that means that I will probably, I'm not sure what we're going to have to do. Okay, so it looks as if buffering is now going to be an issue. So I'm going to fix that up, so that means that I will probably have to stop streaming for just a little bit. Okay, we should be back on live. Sorry about that. Hopefully the experience should be better now. There we go. So the stream is back. Alright, we're back and ready for more. So more stuff is particularly going on at the moment. And let's just continue with all the stuff that's going on. So I hope that the stream is at a better experience for now. And I hope that it stays that way. Just let me know if the experience does get a little iffy. Alright, so let's get back to the severe weather coverage. As you can see, severe thunderstorm warning within the area, as well as more stuff like the storms to the north. That'll probably grow severe fairly soon, and that is going to be an issue. Up to 1-inch hail within that, 1.5-inch hail within that actually now that we see it. Rotation is gone in the other storm, and it looks as if the storm is going to be having some issues just working properly. The stream, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's continue to take a look at the facts for this right now. We have a moderate risk of severe thunderstorms today, 40% chance of severe, not severe, but normal thunderstorms, as well as a 40% chance, well, of severe stuff. So we're looking at a very bad day for severe weather, especially into tonight. I would suggest if you have any plans for tonight, please cancel those plans. It's just not going to be good tonight. Alright, so there we are. We are just continuing to look at these severe storms as they do continue to move through the area. And as that does continue to move through, I guess we'll just keep you updated. But yeah, the severe threat is looking pretty bad right now. The Storm Prediction Center does have a mesoscale discussion in effect. That is for the storms that are headed into the area. That is for a severe thunderstorm watch as well, as conditions are looking favorable. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the conditions that are making this so favorable. So if we go to the analysis, taking a look at analysis, we're looking at the overall tornado stuff right now. It looks as if that is much farther south than originally expected. And then also, it looks as if the energy in the atmosphere is going to be pretty high for these storms. It's very high at the moment. If we look, we have over 2,000 joules per kilogram within the atmosphere. That is a lot of energy. Now, what about the cap? The cap is going to see what can be prevented, how much of a prevention there can be for these storms. This is how much there is stopping the storm. And not very much stopping these at the moment, but you will see that there is a little bit of a cap near St. Louis. Actually, yeah, so there is a little bit of a cap near St. Louis. And now we're looking at hail of up to 1.5 inches within this storm. So we're looking at lots of hail within these storms. Severe thunderstorm warning will probably be issued for the storm to the north any minute now. If you have any questions, please put them in chat and I will answer those as quickly as I can. I will be more than glad to answer those questions. Alright, the severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. That is not quite on your screen yet, but that should be on your screen here any minute now. And you will see this brand new. So there we go, you'll see the latest information on this as it does move through. But the severe thunderstorm warning has been shortened a little bit. The radar is just slightly behind there. But yeah, just be ready as these storms do move in, as they will be severe. There will be a lot of things going on that will be bad. So let's just take a look at the stuff that is going on right now. So we're looking at moderate risk of severe weather still from the Storm Prediction Center. Let's actually get into the particulars for that. If we go to the Storm Prediction Center, and so if we look at the particulars, I'm going in there right now. They have now updated their outlook. 10% chance of tornadoes within our area. Those could be significant. 45% chance of extremely damaging winds and a 30% chance of damaging hail. So there we go. So that has been updated. Yeah, so the moderate risk has just slightly been expanded. I just refreshed it. And that is how that's going down. Alrighty, well, please just let me know if you have any questions, and I will be more than happy to answer them. Alright, so let's just continue on with this. And there we go. This should be much better now in the buffering. Still not great, but this should be fine. If you are having a bad experience, please let me know in the chat, and I will hope to improve that. Alright, well, let's, I guess, continue on with the current situation. So, moderate risk for severe storms still in the area. Severe thunderstorm watch just got canceled. That was in Tennessee. And let's just continue as this does go on. If there is anything new or breaking news, I will let you know. This storm right here is really starting to get a lot of hail developed within it. This should be severe according to the National Weather Service standards for these severe thunderstorms. So I'm not exactly sure what is going on at the moment, but I guess I don't really have much of a choice, but just let you know. Alright, well, there you go. Brand new info. there we are. So now, brand new information, brand new radar on your screen. Alright, well, I guess we just shall continue. If there are any things on your end that are causing your experience to be bad, just let me know. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat, and I will be more than happy to answer those. Alright, well, the storms at the moment are looking quite bad, so these are probably going to continue to head into the area. These storms do look like they are weakening down just slightly, though, especially the one that does have the severe thunderstorm warning on it, so that should be just fine. St. Louis, though, looking like they're going to get hit. Union looking like they're going to get hit by this thunderstorm, and so we'll just take a look. I will be giving you the latest information on this stuff as it does happen. And I will be making sure to keep you safe. Alright, so within the next hour, this is the locations that can expect to be hit with the storm to the north of the one that does have severe thunderstorm warnings. Within the next hour, within 17 minutes, it looks like Owensville will be hit. Within 27 minutes, it looks as if Rosebud will be hit. Within 34 minutes, it looks like Gerald will be hit. And within 43 minutes, it looks like Leslie will be hit. So we're just keeping an eye out on this storm, and we will just hope for the best as this does move through the area and more storms are beginning to form behind those. Alright, we'll just stay tuned right here for the latest information on the severe threat for the St. Louis metropolitan area. We will be sure to keep you updated as long as we can. Alright, it looks like there are a few things I do need to update, so just let me do that real quick. And I will update things. If you do have any questions, please be sure to put those in the chat, and I will be more than happy to answer those. Alright, so now that has been updated, the severe storm threat and the thunderstorm threat. And alright, well, it looks as if we are just going to have to see what happens. Alright. We'll just continue to work on this. Alrighty, severe thunderstorm warning has now gone out for this storm with the 1-inch hail to the north. I know you cannot see that, but that is what is going on right now. 1-inch hail, 1.5-inch hail within the storm. And let's see what the National Weather Service is saying. There's a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Marys County in central Missouri. At 11:48 a.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Freesburg, or 15 miles south of Lynn, moving east at 20 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail are the hazards. These are radar indicated. Hail damage to vehicles is expected in the storm, and you can expect wind damage to roofs and sightings of trees. Impacted locations do include Bell and Bell only. So that is that severe thunderstorm warning. Let's take a look at the latest on the other severe thunderstorm warnings. So this one is over now, apparently. It looks like the severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled. It does remain in effect, though, for a few counties. That does include northern Pulaski and southern Camden counties. The hazard is quarter-sized hail, and this is radar-indicated hail damage to vehicles can be expected. Alright, well, thank you for watching this live stream as we do continue to look at the current situation. The situation does look particularly dangerous. Alright, we just got more severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for that storm to the north. Now the entirety of the storm in a severe thunderstorm warning with 1-inch hail and other things the like. Take a look at the cities that will be impacted. So a new severe thunderstorm warning has gone into effect. That is for northwestern Crawford County and east central Missouri, southwestern Franklin County and east central Missouri, and southeastern Osage County, and central Missouri, southeastern Gastonage County, also in east central Missouri. At 11:51 a.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Bell, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail was radar indicated on the storm. That is now, according to our calculations, gone up to over 2 inches. Damage to vehicles is expected with this storm. Locations impacted do include, but are not limited to, Sullivan, Owensville, Bourbon, Bell, Sland, St. Cloud, Cannon, Japan, and Oak Hill. So anyone within those areas, please take cover immediately. This is a severe thunderstorm that can do extreme damage to vehicles. Alright. Yeah, that storm now does have 2-inch hail, it looks like. So that hail is at 2 inches. This is severe hail now, like very severe hail. This is going to cause extreme damage. So what cities could be impacted down the line? Let's take a look at that. At the current track it's moving. Chesterfield could be impacted. So could St. Peter, St. Charles, Maysville, University City, Florissant, St. Louis, East St. Louis, Granite City, and Alton all could be impacted potentially by the storm if it does continue to maintain its strength or continue to strengthen. So that is going to be a problem in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned to us to get the latest information on these storms. Alright, well, if anyone new is tuning in, then let's go over the latest. There's a moderate risk from the National Weather Service, the Storm Prediction Center, of severe thunderstorms. So there are all kinds of problems here that could potentially be going on at this time. So we look at this. I guess we will just continue to monitor these storms. Alright, well, thank you so much for tuning in, this one person. and I will continue to cover the severe situation. So the Storm Prediction Center is still having a moderate risk. That is an enhanced risk, though, north of St. Louis. So if you're north of St. Louis, you're actually within an enhanced risk, but that still is a risk for severe thunderstorms. A line of storms particularly blowing up back near Kansas City, and that is going to be headed towards the area. Let's take a look at those and what we can expect to find. As these storms do move on, these are expected to continue to strengthen. Huge line of storms right now. Those are actually headed north. These are really powerful storms producing extremely heavy rain, but near Kansas City we find that line of storms. It is dangerous, and there are storms behind it. This is looking to be a particularly dangerous situation as this does go on, and more severe storm warnings are issued. Alright, well, it looks as if now we have gone under 2 inches in hail. Let's actually take a look at wind speed. What wind speeds are we looking at right now for these storms? Alright, well, if we take a look at the wind speeds of these storms, we are getting up to like 30 miles an hour. These storms are incoming. And we will just have to continue to watch. We do have rotation, though. We actually have multiple points of rotation within the storm. The most northward storm with a severe thunderstorm warning. So that is a problem. So you could find that to produce a tornado down the line. The storm is not capable of producing a tornado at this time. Alright, well, we are nearly at top of the next hour, and so as soon as it does hit 12 p.m., I am going to leave for a little while. The stream will still be up, you'll still be able to see radar and everything, but you will not be hearing any commentary from me for just a little while. But I guess until then, I will continue to have coverage of this storm. And as the storm does move into the area, it is producing more and more severe. And as that severe does continue to occur, now I have 2 sources for hail stuff, so I can tell you all about that and what kind of hail we're probably seeing right now. But yeah, I can say they actually both have very similar calculations. Very similar calculations. Yes, so they're very similar. And as the storm does continue to head up north, we will talk more and more about that. So let's actually take a look at the future. So I'll get future stuff up here fairly soon, and you'll be able to see FutureCast stuff to the bottom right of your screen. So that'll be any minute. But you will be able to see that. So alright, so let's see if that works. No, it does not, so let's Let's see, I will be getting FutureCast for you, I do promise you that. So, I'll be getting that here any minute now. And then I will be gone for just a little bit, and then I'll hopefully be back. Alright. So here we are, we do have the next 24 hours here for you. So there we are, FutureCast should be there for you right now. And it is just a second. I promise that will be up here anyway. Okay, so that's not going to work either. That's alright though. I will just have to do this a different way then. Alright, here we are, the FutureCast. There it is. Alrighty, well there it is, the FutureCast. And so there it is, you can see what exactly is going to happen. I can't point out where exactly we are if you would like, but you don't have to. Let's see if there are any questions before I do go. Alright, there aren't. I will be back here within the next 10 to 15 minutes to do more severe weather coverage, but until then, enjoy. Alrighty, I am back. So let's go over the latest information for those that do not know. So let's begin with the severe thunderstorm risk for today. That is a moderate risk according to the Storm Prediction Center. And the Storm Prediction Center is going to probably continue to have that moderate risk throughout all day long. You see FutureCast down there at the bottom right. You probably do see those thunderstorm lines as they move through. As you can see, that is looking really bad. Those are probably going to be severe, contain a lot of hail. If we take a look at the wind speeds that these storms are looking like they're going to have, I'm seeing wind speeds already of well over 65 miles per hour in a weather model without including the gusts. This is just normal winds. Alright, well, I guess radar needs to be refreshed because radar is important to have the absolute latest information. If you don't have the absolute latest information, it's not good. Alright, well. Alright. If we take a look at this, we still do see hail upwards of 1 inch or so. Plus 5 inches. We're also seeing hail just all over the storm. And we're seeing new storms producing hail now to the south. One southward that had no longer been there is now there. Okay, breaking news. The National Weather Service has just now issued a tornado watch for the St. Louis area. So that means that now we do have a tornado watch in effect for a good bulk of Missouri. So just be ready and stay safe. This does mean that tornadoes are a good possibility in the area. So just be ready. Tornadoes are definitely a possibility as the day does go on. A tornado watch now in effect from the Storm Prediction Center. Wow, my program actually has this watch before the Storm Prediction Center even has it up on their website. But yeah, so the Storm Prediction Center has issued a tornado watch. Let's see what exactly they have to say about it. They are saying that for this tornado watch, see it. Alright, yes, that tornado watch is in effect. I don't necessarily know all the details as it is not on the Storm Prediction Center website exactly yet. But yeah, tornado watch in effect, so that tells you really what's going on. That tells you what we're looking at later today and what we need to be extremely careful of. Alright. There we are. Wow. This is just crazy. We're starting to see severe storms blow up literally everywhere. Like, everywhere. Right, well, that storm down south that was producing hail is now severe again officially. So let's refresh. see what exactly happens. Yeah, that new severe thunderstorm warning is in effect. And here we are now, the tornado watch. Now the Storm Prediction Center does have details on that. So we do have a moderate risk of tornadoes that are above EF2. So we have, for probability of tornadoes, we have a 60% probability and a 50% probability of EF2 or greater tornadoes. That is worrying. Let's take a look at the severe wind probability. 80% chance of severe winds. And you can also see a severe winds possibility of 60%. That is very severe wind. Severe hail, 90%. 2-inch or above hail is 70%. So yeah, this is bad, and there are a metric butt ton of counties in this watch. So let's go through all of them. Barry, Benton, Bullard, Charster, Christian, Crawford, Dent, Gastonade County, Hickory, Iron, Jefferson, Lafferty, Marys, Montouitou, Newton, Ozark, Phillips, Reynolds, Shanton, St. Genevieve, Texas, Washington, Wright, Barron, Bollingler, Callaway, Cass, Cole, Dade, Douglas, Groney, Howard, Jackson, Johnson, Lawrence, McDonald, Montgomery, Oregon, Perry, Polk, Ripley, St. Clair, Stone, Vernon, Wayne, Bates County, Boone County, Camden, Cedar, Cooper, Dallas, Franklin, Henry, Howell, Jasper, Lassade, Madison, Miller, Morgan, Osage, Pettis, Pooley, St. Francois, Tannery, Webben, and Webster counties. So that is an awful lot of counties within this watch, and you can see this is a bad watch. So let's see what we are looking at. So it looks as if the primary threats are a few tornadoes, likely with a couple intense tornadoes. There's a possibility. Widespread damaging winds and isolated significant gusts up to 80 miles per hour, almost a certainty. Widespread large hail and isolated very large hail or even gigantic hail in events up to 3 inches in diameter likely. Look at that. I may or may not have forecasted that this morning and the day before and the day before that. But yeah, so it's looking pretty bad, this tornado watch. But yeah, breaking now, a tornado watch is now in effect. Alright, well, the FutureCast is going away, and in replacement for that will be the tornado watch. So there it is on your screen right now, the tornado watch situation, the current situation on that tornado watch, so you can see that for yourself. Alright, well there we go. Yes, potential for the severe thunderstorms. Alrighty, let's take a look at the latest information. And we will just have to see what exactly happens. Let's go to our radars here. So, rotation is detected near Jefferson City. That is an issue, so that could potentially become a tornado. That rotation detection has been detected by our radar, and is not detected though by Kansas City's radar. Taking a look at Kansas City, there is lots of very large hail. Joplin could be seeing a tornado here any minute now, and multiple points of rotation in storms south of there headed into that tornado watch area. And if we go back to our area, We take a look at that. Yes, there's some rotation near Jefferson City that is detected by both radars. But yeah, this storm is becoming really close to the St. Louis area, and these storms are going to start producing large hail and potential tornadoes here any minute now. Alright, well, it looks as if now these storms are beginning to merge together, and these storms are going to produce even larger hail. So it looks as if these storms are headed towards St. Louis, and St. Louis will be getting this here fairly soon. Looks like we will be getting some pretty bad storms with hail in them and all kinds of other bad things. Alright, taking a look at more hail calculations, we're seeing up to 1¼ inch hail. 1½ inch hail, actually, I'm sorry. That is really bad. Alright, thank you to the one person watching this live stream. And thank you so much. I hope I am doing a good job of keeping you all safe. So let's get back to the main threats here. Let's just go over those real quick. So we're seeing a moderate threat for tornadoes, 60%. We're seeing a 50% chance probability of EF2 or higher tornadoes. We're seeing a high probability of severe winds of over 65 knots, or that is 75 miles per hour. Winds, 80 miles per hour, I'm sorry. Severe hail, 90% chance of that, and 2-inch or above hail is a 70% probability. So that is pretty bad. And this is probably going to have the Storm Prediction Center just update this accordingly. For their SPC severe outlook for today. But yes, very significant severe storms likely to form as the day does continue, and we're already seeing lots of action throughout the area. Well, if you are enjoying this live stream, please let me know and hit that like button down below. Maybe even hit that subscribe button if you're really feeling generous. And I guess we can just continue. Alright, so looking at the risks for severe thunderstorms. Still moderate. Alright, so there are no longer any mesoscale discussions currently in effect. Those have all been replaced with watches, and that is particularly one watch. The storm that I'm most worried about right now is the farthest northward storm with a severe thunderstorm warning, now having 2-inch hail within it, and this is just looking really bad. This is looking like it's going to be an extremely dangerous situation as this does head into the area more and more. Stuff is going on. All right. Alright, well, there we go. Alright, well, yeah, now 2-inch hail in that storm to the far north. That's headed towards the St. Louis area. That's about to hit Leslie. That's about to hit many locations. So let's now drag that out. Let's see what exactly we're going to get. Alright, so storms are at about 25 miles per hour right now. I'm predicting they'll get up to like 40. So let's do that there. So if we're looking at that, alright, so here we are. Let's take a look at that storm with 2-inch hail in it. The front line of the storm will be coming in here fairly soon to many locations. Within 16 minutes, Union will be hit. With the storm, within 28 minutes, you can expect Washington to get hit. Pacific will get hit within the next half an hour, so will Wildwood. Eureka within the next 45 minutes. Within the next 50 minutes, you'll see Barnhart and Murphy get hit. Evansville in 52 minutes, and 56 minutes, Baldwin and Arnold as well in 56 minutes. So be ready. The storm is approaching. It will be within the St. Louis area within the next hour and will likely be impacting the main city of St. Louis by 2 p.m. If you have any questions, be sure to put those in the live chat. We will be more than happy to answer those for you. Alrighty. Alright. Well, I guess I'm just wondering, what exactly do you think of the current situation, and what are you doing to prepare for this storm? Alright, well, there we go. So, what do you think? What do you think? What are you doing to prepare for the storm? Alright, it looks like we do have some new stuff going on. It does look as if we are getting this strengthening mesocyclone. This is about to become a tornado. This will likely be a tornado probably within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So let's let you know where exactly this storm is going to be headed. Alright, so there we go. This will be within the next 3 minutes at Orleans and Wardsville within the next 51 minutes. So please be ready. This could be a tornado at any moment. A tornado warning will likely be issued for this in any moment. Alright, well, if we take a look, let's take a look at what wind speeds we could be looking at here within these storms and what that means could be. Alright, so the storm near Jefferson City that you see about to impact Jefferson City, that is severe. That does have winds of above 60 miles per hour, so be ready for that. That will probably have a severe thunderstorm warning issued on it fairly soon. Closer to home, we have winds of up to 70 miles per hour on this storm with a severe thunderstorm warning near Union, and we also do have winds of about 60 miles per hour, 65 miles per hour on the storm south of that. So yeah, this is not a good thing. This is definitely bad, and yes, we are seeing winds of above 70 miles per hour within this storm. So this is a dangerous situation. Please be ready for the worst as it is yet to come. Alright, well, let's now take a look at the latest here from the Storm Prediction Center. Alright, so that tornado watch will remain in effect for quite a while now. I'm thinking around 6 o'clock is when that'll end. Let's see. What are we looking at for hail size? We're seeing, well, hail sizes up to 1 inch, 1.5 inches area wide. And yeah, that rotation still maintaining within that storm. And so that should be good. Alright, well, if you have any questions, be sure to post those in the live chat, and I will be more than happy to answer them. Alright, well, these storms are continuing to head off and are continuing to wreak havoc across the area. Alright, well, it looks as if these storms are getting really close to our area, the St. Louis area, the St. Charles County, the St. Louis counties. Those are not within the tornado watch, though, as I'm sure you've already heard if you have been tuned into this live stream for quite a while, as it looks like this one person has been. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. and I hope that I can continue to be live. I will not be able to be live, though, later today, although I will be posting things on Facebook and Twitter for that. If you want to know how to get there, my Facebook is MicroCasting St. Louis, and my Twitter is MicroCasting STL. So those are my social media platforms that I am on. If there are any other social media platforms you want me to join, just let me know. Alright, well, we're continuing to see these storms strengthen, and as these storms do strengthen, it looks as if we are going to continue to see the severity of these rise. Alright, well, there we are, continuing to see now new severe storm warnings issued as these storms do continue to head through the area. These storms are now generally having a southward trend. You can see, though, that storm near Jefferson City really blowing up, so just be ready. This will probably be one of those that is a direct hit on St. Louis, especially with that slight southward trend. Right, well, stay tuned to social media and other things for this. So there we are as we continue to look at that. Dangerous situation, though, with the tornado watch in effect. It looks as if we could be having some tornado warnings fairly soon as this does continue to move along, and it goes through. So alright. These storms are having hail well above 1 inch. We're seeing some with 1.5 inch hail. So just be ready. This is going to be a nasty day. And this isn't even supposed to be the worst of it yet. And we're already seeing lots of storms blowing up around the area. Alright, well, if you have any questions or comments, just let me know in the live chat. And I will be more than happy to answer those. Alright, well, it does look like these storms near Joplin and Kansas City are really blowing up. Like, they're really blowing up. So we need to really watch out for these because they look as if they're going to be really bad. Really, really bad. And the point I want to get across is that we're already seeing lots of severe weather today in the area, and we haven't even gotten into the part that we're expecting to be the worst yet, and that is tonight. Tonight is expected to be by far the worst part of today's severe weather. Alright, well, if you have any questions or comments, please put those in the live chat. I will be more than happy to answer those for you. As these severe thunderstorms do continue to move into the area. Alright, well, it is currently 12:42 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and we're continuing to see storms move through the area. One inch and above hail. Yeah, this is looking really, really bad. So, yeah, these severe storms, keeping a very close eye on those. I won't be able to keep an eye on them all day, though. I will unfortunately have to stop streaming probably in the next 4 hours or so. So I still will be able to stream for quite a while, but then after that I probably won't be able to until later that night, like very much later that night. Alright. Well, looking as if these storms are producing lots of hail. Okay, we are getting storm reports now. Dime-sized hail has been reported near St. Cloud, so that is a storm report. Just to let you know that hail has now been confirmed within the storm that is severe just south of Union. That storm does have confirmed hail within it. There's also been some hail near Waysville, apparently. That seems to be 1.3 inches. Half-dollar sized hail. Many hail reports also in Kansas up to 2-inch hail. So, just letting you know. Alright, well, it looks like we are getting tornado reports. Not around us, but there are some in Kansas, so that is just a warning that we could have some tornadoes around here pretty soon. But yeah, tornado report of a EF0 tornado. This is from a trained storm spotter. There is a funnel cloud. It didn't ever touch down, but there was a funnel cloud within a storm. So let's just let you know that yeah, this is all going to be bad. So when will it all start? Kelly Klein asks. So for particularly if you're talking about like just within St. Charles County and St. Louis County, that will be starting within the next 2 hours. Alright, well that is how that's going to work out. It looks as if now we do have damaging wind gust reports near Kansas City as well. So it looks like the bulk of the severe storms is actually away from us, even though we do have a few at the moment. Alright, well let's refresh our radar, make sure that we can see things just fine. Alright, so 3 people watching. That is pretty good for me. Alrighty, well, there is a poll that I have put up for how are you preparing for severe thunderstorms. So if you're on a computer, click that eye in the corner of your screen, and then you'll also see on your mobile device, if you tap on the live stream, you will see that eye on the upper left corner, upper right corner, I'm sorry, and you'll be able to click on that and answer the poll. Right, but yeah, really bad weather, looking like it is rolling in to the area. Alright, well, it still looks like 1-inch hail is the main threat right now. At the moment, this tornado watch, though, is likely to be extended out as the day does go on. We're still within a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms. So, if we take a look at the moderate risk, let's refresh that, make sure nothing particularly has been updated with that. And it doesn't look like so. I will just double check on the Storm Prediction Center's website, and yes, it does not look like very much has been updated with that. Still that tornado watch within effect. It does not look like we have any mesoscale discussions at the moment. But yes, still that tornado watch in effect. No probabilities have changed, but let me go over how it was last time and what exactly last time we were there we saw for probability. So for tornadoes, 60% chance of tornadoes, 50% chance of tornadoes that are very significant. Those are large, violent ones. We have a 50% chance of those. We have an 80% chance of severe wind, that is above 60 miles per hour, and a moderate chance of 80 mile per hour winds, that is a 60% chance. Severe hail and 2-inch and above hail both have a high risk of 90% and 70% accordingly. Alright, well, let's just continue to monitor these storms, and oh my goodness. We just went through the latest calculations, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential points of rotation, with one near Jefferson City particularly looking very strong. If it gets any stronger, that's going to probably be a tornado vortex signature. So we just need to watch out. We also do have rotation much closer to home near Sullivan, so that is also very dangerous. That could become a tornado very soon. But yes, lots and lots of points of rotation, it looks like. Jefferson City getting hammered right now with 1-inch, 2-inch hail. We're just having all kinds of madness right now. If we now go and we take a look at the energy in the atmosphere, so I'm looking at that right now. Just a second, there we go. The energy in the atmosphere. The energy in the atmosphere has gone down slightly, but not enough to affect the strength of these storms. It looks like St. Louis in particular has the lowest amount of energy in the atmosphere, but that's still a fair amount, and is still a dangerous amount, and could produce severe thunderstorms, or at least maintain them. Still a little bit of a cap, though, so that means that these storms can't fully fire off into these big and large tornadoes, not yet at least. By the time we go to midday, which will be at around 4, these storms will probably just be ginormous and blown up, and it'll be bad. But yeah, it looks as if we are seeing many mesocyclones within these storms now. And it was just very sudden detection. I mean, even within the previous period, it did not look like there were this many points. Alright, well that was very sudden, and it looks as if we are going to continue to watch these storms develop and get stronger and stronger and stronger. Yeah, look at that. We have more severe thunderstorm warnings now that are in effect within the area now within view. And you can see just we have this wall of storms that's just ready to move in, and it's just not going to be good. I'm looking right now at storms back at Kansas City as they're expected to get stronger and stronger and stronger as time does go on. And I'm looking here, and this is just very, very worrying to me as we're looking at storms that are capable of producing tornadoes, storms that are capable of producing extremely severe weather, and even towards us, we're still seeing bad weather, and it's already bad, and it's only going to get worse. But yeah, we see now a tornado vortex signature that's not near us. This is a vortex signature, though, near Kansas City, though, so if you're around there, please take cover now. As this does continue to move through, we will have more information on the situation, but also large hail is detected within it, and that is over 2 inches in diameter in some spots. So we just need to be ready for the worst, because the worst could come at any moment. So we just need to be ready, as these storms do move through and cause problems for our area. Alrighty, well, in case of a situation like this, if your power does go out and you are not able to watch this particular live stream, if you can, get a NOAA weather radio on. If you have a NOAA weather radio, get that on. If you don't, just go to your basement until your power comes back on and just stay there until it comes back on. That will ensure the most safety. Alright, well, Mandy Presley asks, how fast are these moving towards us? So if I take a look at that, it looks as if these are moving at about 25 miles per hour and they are headed east. So they're headed nearly due east, east-southeast, and those are headed towards us at about 25 miles per hour. Although some do get up to 30 miles per hour, so that is how quickly these are headed towards us. Alrighty, well, if we just continue to look at this, more rotation. The rotation towards Jefferson City is weakened, although rotation here closer to home is beginning to strengthen again. And we are seeing 2 disturbances of rotation, both within the farthest north severe thunderstorm. You can see both of those little things on the bottom there. Those are where the rotation is on the bottom of the storm. You can see those 2 little pockets. You can see the pocket in between the 2 areas of rain, and that is where those 2 mesocyclones are. Those are in those 2 areas of rain. It looks as if the storms near Jefferson City are really exploding at the moment, and it looks as if these strong to severe thunderstorms will be here any minute. Alright, well, it does look like this could potentially become a tornado any minute now. So, if you are within the severe thunderstorm warning in the farthest north, take cover now. You have 2 supercells right there. Yep, a tornado warning has just now gone into effect. Breaking now, we do have a tornado warning that is now in effect. So let's just be ready for that. Breaking news, tornado warning is in effect now for these areas here now within the Storm Prediction Center. Now looking at that tornado warning, this could be a very dangerous situation. So for this potentially dangerous situation, there we are, tornado warning now in effect. That will remain in effect now for quite a while. So just be ready for this. This is going to be a nasty one. This could become a large, violent, and extremely dangerous tornado. So just be ready for it. Here we are. We're going right now. We're refreshing radar, and hopefully you will be able to see that tornado warning. You can't exactly see it yet, but let me let you know where exactly that tornado is and how bad it seems to be. So it looks as if the tornado warning has been for northern Crawford County in east central Missouri. At 12:55, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Cuba, moving east at 25 miles per hour. The hazards are tornadoes and quarter-sized hail. This is radar-indicated rotation. Flying debris and will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes likely destroyed from this tornado. Roofs and windows also damaged, and vehicles could get destroyed as well. Tree damage is likely. And then I think we could have a second tornado warning that's succeeding that, and we'll see if that is on radar at any moment. So we'll see when that is there. Alright, so we do have a tornado warning in effect, and we will continue to look at that. This radar is not exactly live, but yes, now a tornado warning is in effect, and we will continue to keep you updated on that as the situation does continue to unfold. Alright, a severe thunderstorm warning capable of producing a tornado is now within the area, so that is a problem. That is a huge problem, and we will continue to see as that does go on. This is why the tornado watch was issued, because of radar indicated rotation throughout the area. So yeah, closer to home, that tornado warning is in effect. So we'll just need to be ready for it. We'll need to be really ready for it. But yes, still not shown on the radar that you're seeing right now, but there is a tornado warning in effect. Let's see, that could get big if the conditions do maintain. But at the moment, still a radar indicated rotation. We're at this live. Alright, there you go, the tornado warning now shown on your screen right there. And you can see that tornado warning in effect. That is the red box on your screen. You can see now exactly where that is. If you're within that area, please take cover now. If I need to re-go over it again, I will be more than glad to. So I'll go over that again. Let's take a look at the locations that are impacted. So this dangerous storm will be near Cuba at around 1 p.m. and Barboom and Lesingburg by around 1:15. This also includes Anglia Cave State Park. This also includes Interstate 44 in Missouri between exits 208 and 218. This is radar indicated, although 1-inch hail is also within that tornado warning according to the National Weather Service, although on my radar I do not see any hail, but I do still see that radar indicated tornado. Alright, new storm report near Jefferson City, 1-inch hail. This is from a trained storm spotter. So a trained storm spotter has found hail near Jefferson City, so that is not good. Still, tornado warning remains in effect. That tornado warning will expire here. Let me take a look. That tornado warning will be in effect until 1:45. So at 1:45 that warning will expire, although I am not so sure. That tornado warning could potentially be extended as the storm does continue to move through. Lots of rotation within the storm near Jefferson City still. That is actually a butt ton of rotation. No tornado vortex signature within the storm with a tornado warning. So I don't think there is a tornado on the ground, but be ready, a tornado could touch down at any time. Alright, well, this tornado warning looks as if it is going to be fairly serious. It looks as if a potential outbreak is possible today. Let's actually make sure that the Storm Prediction Center has not updated their outlook. We will take a look at that any minute now. And no, it does not look as if they have updated their outlook very much. Has there been anything that has changed about the tornado watch? No, there has not. Still those same probabilities. But yeah, we're still looking at this. And then we have a greater than 95% chance of severe hail and things like that. Alright, well, we're still looking at this tornado watch, and we're seeing many severe thunderstorm warnings. We do have a tornado warning still in effect, so we just need to be keeping a very close eye on things as they do continue to progress. 2-inch hail now in the storm with a severe thunderstorm warning for the south, and that is headed 31 miles per hour southeast. That's southeast at 31. Alright, let's see. Lots of lightning within these storms too. People don't normally think about that being a factor. But yes, there can be lightning within these thunderstorms as well that can be potentially dangerous. Yeah, hail of over 2 inches. Alright, well, as we continue to look at things, we're looking at still very dangerous storms as they do continue to head into the area. So that 2-inch hail is going to continue to fall and is probably going to be maintained within the thunderstorm for quite a while. That tornado warning is still in effect. Alright, well, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know in the live chat. I will be more than happy to answer those. Alright, well, let's now continue. Alright, my live chat has just gone down for just a little bit. But that live chat should be back up now. There we go, there's the live chat again. Alright, I got that up. And now, just stay tuned to us, and I will continue to do this. Alright, well, the tornado watch will remain in effect until 7 p.m. tonight, so there's still quite a bit of time for these storms to develop into something even worse. Alright, that tornado warning has expired now. They have canceled it early, as it does not look like the rotation is there anymore. You still see it on your screen, but according to the National Weather Service, it has expired, but it could easily come back. So, yes, that tornado warning has ended early. Alright, well, since we are going to see particularly intense tornadoes today, we just need to go over the precautions of what you should do in a tornado warning. Sorry, I'm just looking something up right here. Just some atmospheric energy stuff. And alright, so if under a tornado warning, please just seek shelter, get downstairs. Did you know actually that most injuries are not associated with people getting thrown up in the air by a tornado or something? It's from this flying debris, so that's why you want to get into your basement, because that flying debris could cause some issues for you and others. Alright, well, if we go to the Storm Prediction Center, their outlook should be updated. Just a little bit, though. It actually doesn't look like they've made any substantial updates to it. It's nearly exactly the same, just the hail stuff has been narrowed slightly. But still moderate risk and enhanced risk and everything, really in the exact same area. Alright, more hail reports. Up to 1-inch hail by a trained spotter. And there we are now, rotation detected near Kansas City, rotation detected in storms near Jefferson City. These could produce many tornadoes. Rotation completely gone in the storm that's now near DeSoto and Wildwood. That storm farthest north, that is no longer a threat for tornadoes, at least at this point. So don't be fooled, it could come back, but at this point we are not looking at anything coming back out of this. Tornado-wise. Right here we are, storms beginning to stretch north, so that is a problem as these storms do continue to stretch northward, and we are beginning to really see a problem with these storms. They're beginning to take a more northerly direction. And so that means that these storms, we could start seeing more impacting the main area of St. Louis. Alright, well, looking at the latest from radar, there is, these storms are really beginning to stretch north. And it looks as if we are seeing one of the most powerful of these storms at the moment near Kansas City. So let's take a look at the atmospheric energy that we've got going on right now. So if I take a look at the atmospheric energy, we're looking at more and more energy. Now we're seeing energy rapidly climbing, especially near us at St. Louis. And you're seeing actually more energy in places not so much of a threat, over 6,000 joules per kilogram, but there are no storms there. So they're really lucky, like really lucky. And then our cap is fading away. The cap for these storms is fading away. We're going to see much more activity within the next few hours. Within the next few hours, this will look like nothing. Alright, well, just stay tuned right here and we will give you the latest information as the day does go on. Alright, well, it looks as if there is nothing really new going on right now. Still that 2-inch hail within that storm down there. That is as far to the south that you can see 2 inches worth of hail. You're seeing very powerful storms here. I think a tornado warning is about to be issued just south of Jefferson City. You may not be able to see it. You actually can kind of see it beginning to form. I see a hook echo on the storm. What hook echoes do is they indicate that there is a tornado. It looks like a little hook in the storm. That's really why it's called a hook echo. But yeah, if we take a look at the velocity stuff, yes, this is probably a tornado right here south of Jefferson City. So here I will be listing off these cities that need to take cover immediately as the storm does continue to move through the area. Feel free to post something in the live chat if you would like. I would be more than happy to answer that. Storms has slowed down a little bit to about 23 miles per hour. Alright, so if we're taking a look at this right now, we're seeing in 22 minutes Wardsville getting hit, Taco's getting hit in about 30 minutes, and within the next 50 minutes or so, Lynn getting hit by this storm. So this storm is looking like it's going to hit any minute now. The Wardsville and stuff, and we're seeing the rotation continue to strengthen. That hook echo looking stronger and stronger by the minute, and I think that yes, they've got to go for it and issue a tornado warning on this sucker, or it's just not gonna end well. I mean, they detected it for 2 radar frames now, and they're just not issuing anything. Alright, well, more news. There is a tornado warning near Kansas City. That really doesn't affect us very much, so I don't really think it's breaking newsworthy. But something that is a problem is now the storm right here is generally moving north and could be impacting, like with very large hail. We're seeing the following areas about to get impacted, and these are very close to the main area of St. Louis, so we're seeing here about 25 miles per hour. There we are. So the following areas are going to get impacted by a severe thunderstorm. The National Weather Service doesn't consider it severe anymore, although I still consider it severe, with well over 1 inch in diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So this is going to impact in 10 minutes Wildwood, in 30 minutes Arnold, in 36 minutes Baldwin, in 40 minutes Chesterfield, in 40 minutes Oakville, in 43 minutes Nashville. Kirkwood also impacted within the next 48 minutes. Afton also impacted within the next 48 minutes. Webster Groves and Creve Coeur impacted within the next 53 minutes. So just be ready. These storms are moving in very, very quickly and will be impacting St. Louis. Alright, well, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please put those in that comment section below. It looks as if we're about to be impacted. We'll be impacted within the next hour, so. Like I said, just be ready for anything. Just be ready for anything. Lots of rotation down near Jefferson City. A new severe thunderstorm warning has gone out south of Jefferson City, with the potential of a small tornado also within that severe storm warning. If small tornadoes are a possibility, they just include that within a severe thunderstorm warning. Yes, now brand new severe thunderstorm warning in effect just south of there. That literally just now came out. That'll hopefully be on your radar within the next few minutes. Alright, much closer to home, we are seeing this just ready to impact St. Louis. This is just not going to be good. It's looking worse and worse. So we just need to be ready for whatever comes. Whatever comes, we've got to be ready for it, because this is just what we need to do. And so, on that note, it looks as if, we particularly right here need to prepare for to get to shelter, because it's looking like that's going to be the case. I myself may need to go to shelter here fairly soon, which means my commentary would probably stop for a little while. I'd still be posting stuff on Facebook and Twitter, though, about this. I haven't been because of this live stream, but I'll just start posting stuff on Facebook and Twitter if I am not able to live stream any longer in the near future. Well, taking a look at the latest information from the Storm Prediction Center, nothing much has really changed. However much we want it to, it just hasn't really changed very much. We haven't gotten a new outlook yet. We haven't really gotten anything from the SPC, but that should come in here within the next few hours. Yeah, that new severe thunderstorm warning in effect near Jefferson City, and that is generally headed southward, southeastward. If you do have any questions, just let me know. I will be more than happy to answer those. Right, and there we go. That tornado warning also in effect, you can see there. From Kansas City, so yeah, that's moving in. It's near Clinton right now, and we're just seeing bad weather coming in, moving in. Alright, well, taking a look at the latest information. Let's take a look at the latest information on the tornado watch, see if there have been any updates on the tornado watch. And there haven't really been very many updates. Still same probabilities for tornadoes, and now we still have same probabilities for winds, although on the severe hail stuff, we have changed just slightly now, with there being 10 or more severe hail events with a 90% chance and a greater than 95% chance of the combined events over 10. Alright, well, it looks as if we do have a brand new tornado warning just south of Jefferson City. Called it, and we also do have a tornado vortex signature on the storm just ahead of it now. That is a 6 out of 10, so just be ready for that. That is at around 60 knots. That is at about 75 miles per hour, so that would be an EF0 tornado, I think. Maybe EF1. Let me check here. I'm a little rusty on this. And I will just look at that right now. But yeah, tornado warning now, also south of Jefferson City. And it looks like a tornado warning will be issued just south of Salem here. But yeah, storm reports haven't really had very many of those. But yeah, let's look at this, and I will tell you what intensity that tornado actually is, because I apologize, I'm a little rusty on that. So we go to there. See here, I'll be there one day. One day. Alright, so it looks as if that is the SNEF0 tornado. 75-mile-per-hour winds. That is hurricane force, though, folks. So, just letting you know, hurricane force winds in the picture from this tornado. Alright, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer those at any minute. Alright, and we're still seeing rotation near Kansas City where that tornado warning is. And then it looks as if these storms will be headed into the area. Alright, well, brand new stuff here going on. We do now have another hail report near Jet City. About 1 inch. Again. See how they get pounded with hail. Hail report south near Joplin as well. That just now came in. 1 inch hail there. And we also do have hail up to 1.8 inches near Rolla. Alright, if you do have any questions or comments, just let me know in the chat, and I will be more than happy to answer those. Okay, a brand new tornado warning has now been issued. That has been issued now to the south. That is issued near Rolla, and that is actually very close there. Let's see if this has updated the frickin' radar, because I'm getting a little tired of it not updating correctly, because I want it to update, please. Of course it hasn't. Alright, I'm going to find a better source for radar for this, because this just isn't working. Right, there we go. Is this one as updated as the other one? It's just as updated as the other one. Alright, well that's just great. Alright, well apparently these radars just don't keep up quite as much as mine does. But yeah, that is a brand new tornado warning. I guess this is that revolutionary weather software that just came out anyway, so. Yeah, I guess that's why this hasn't quite updated. Alrighty, well, it looks like I'm having some Facebook activity. Alright. But yeah, that tornado warning is in effect near Salem. Salem is actually within that tornado warning. Here, let's see. Let's take a look. What is that tornado warning for? So, the National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a tornado warning for central Dent County in south central Missouri until 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Salem, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado, and golf ball-sized hail. So very large hail within the storm. And there we go. So that tornado warning near Jefferson City, brand new severe thunderstorm warning now in effect as well. Alright, well next time we stream I need to have my radar up so I can see this stuff. But I guess we're doing it live. So yes, this is still a problematic situation. And hopefully this will pipe down just slightly. But that's really not looking like it's going to be the case. I guess we can see. But yeah, so we're still looking at those. Alright, so all the warnings now that are in effect have now been updated to your radar. You can see those tornado warnings in effect. You can also see that line of storms that's moving in. You can see that's going to be hitting Jefferson City really badly. Alright, well, that's not going to be good. But yeah, now we're seeing tornadoes pop up. And you can see those on your screen right now. That severe thunderstorm warning has now just expired, and that tornado warning will take its place near Rolla. Jefferson City is in a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado warning in effect just south of there. That tornado thing is actually looking stronger and stronger. Still a tornado vortex signature. That's actually gone now. No longer is one there. I have no idea why my radar is indicating that there's a tornado where there's a little speck on radar that can't be a tornado. So yeah, just forget about that. That's not anything. But yeah, still lots of issues. As these storms are starting to move in. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any new launches or warnings in particular after these that have just now been sent out by the National Weather Service. Alright, nothing really new right now, no news that we don't know of at the moment. Alright, well, yeah, this is just looking like it's becoming a worse and worse situation. But yeah, this is a dangerous situation with this tornado watch in effect. Alright, here we are. We're looking at these storms as they continue to extend north. Now, outside of the tornado watch, this is in St. Louis County. We are seeing half-inch hail that has just now been radar indicated. We are seeing that moving through, and we will see that impacting Baldwin, Valley Park, Crystal Lake Park, Kirkwood, Creve Coeur, University City, Maplewood, Afton, Sunset Hills, St. Louis itself, all looking as if they're going to be impacted. But yes, these storms have really blown up since the last time that, well, we're on. So, compared to last time looks like nothing now. Compared to this mess. But yeah. These are looking pretty. More reports of hail now, up to 1 inch or so. 60-mile-per-hour winds also there. You can also see non-storm related winds as well, up to 50 miles per hour. Right, here we are. We're seeing a ton of rotation here north of that tornado warning now. So I think they may need to issue a new one. And that's the one near Jefferson City. Yeah, alright, so there we are. It looks as if we're just going to continue to have to monitor this extremely closely. Hope for the best. Alright, well it is currently 1:35 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And, so... Oh dear. Alright, well, let's just get prepared. Preparation is key in these events. Yeah, you can see that line of storms there. It's just coming in. Alright, there we go. 4 people watching. Thank you so much. Alright, and let us take a look here. I'm actually going to... Okay, there we go. A new watch has just been issued by the Storm Prediction Center. That is a severe thunderstorm watch now with St. Charles and St. Louis counties in that severe thunderstorm watch. So a severe thunderstorm watch has now gone into effect in conjunction with this tornado watch. So we have this tornado watch and we have the severe thunderstorm watch, both of which are in effect. I don't know how long the severe storm watch is in effect for. I will tell you that in just a second. But yes, that tornado watch in effect. Right, I think that severe thunderstorm risk thing that we're seeing here is not really as much. It doesn't really matter too much at the moment because I think everyone kind of knows about that moderate risk for severe storms. So I'm thinking I'll take that off and I'll put on the severe thunderstorm watch. So if you want that, type 1, type 2 if you want me to keep the Storm Prediction Center outlook. And while we do that, wait for those results to come in, let's take a look at the current watches and warnings at the moment. So yes, like I said just now, the severe thunderstorm watch now in effect. We do have a tornado watch that's remaining in effect until 7. 3 tornado warnings currently in effect within that watch zone, and 9 severe thunderstorm warnings within this area also for the tornado watch. But yeah, that brand new severe thunderstorm watch just now has been issued. And as this coverage does go on, that's going to be kind of important. Alright, it doesn't look like many people have many opinions in the chat about this situation. So I guess then I'll replace that with the severe thunderstorm watch. Alright, so let me zoom that out. Let me scale that down for you. And there we go. There we go, and then we'll scale it back. But yeah, so there we go. So that is valid until 9 p.m. tonight. And the other severe thunderstorm watch is valid until the tornado watch is valid until 7 p.m. tonight. We'll see if that does need to be extended. But yes, there we go. Alright, so we have a 1. So we do want people to do the severe thunderstorm watch. Tell us something about, so Jeremy Wall says, tell us something about the town sizes affected. So I'm not really so sure what that's supposed to mean. I think that he's trying to say what towns are going to be affected by this. And so I think that I'll just go through them all now real quick. So let's start. All the towns around here that are going to be affected by the storms. We have Sullivan, Washington, Wildwood, Wentzville. We have New Melly, Darting Prairie, Weldon Springs, St. Peters, Lake St. Louis, St. Paul, St. Charles, Maryland Heights, Florissant, Jennings, Pontiac, Clayton, Kirkwood, Baldwin, St. Louis, Granite City, Chokia, O'Fallon, if I haven't said that already, Chesterfield. Yeah, quite a few locations are going to be affected by this. We have Union, St. Clair, Festus, Coastal. We have so many locations. And so, I'm guessing, oh, here we are, a brand new hail report. Just came out in Clinton. That is that's not 9 inches, 9/10 of an inch. Is that hail? That's near Kansas City. And then here we are near Columbia. Columbia is about to get hit by 1 inch hail. A new severe thunderstorm warning just went into effect for Columbia. Let's refresh the radar real quick. Alright, so there we go. You can see that new severe storm warning for Columbia. You can see that line of storms really starting to move into the area. That could make the severe thunderstorm watch upgrade to a tornado watch. I think that it will personally eventually. We'll see though, but yeah, severe thunderstorm watch in effect for many areas. Alright. Well, thank you to the 3 of you that are watching this live stream. And hopefully I can stay live for quite a while, but it's looking like storms are actually about to hit my location. Yes, they are, and those could become severe at any point. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. So within this watch here for the severe storm watch, let's take a look at the probabilities. So we're seeing a 20% probability of tornadoes, and we have a very low 2% probability of significant tornadoes. We're seeing for severe winds a 80% probability, and 80-mile-per-hour winds are higher, 50%. Severe hail, a 70% probability, and 2-inch or above hail, also 50% probability. And so it's just important to know that these probabilities could change. Now, since we're right up against that tornado watch that has that high risk for that moderate risk, for EF2 or above tornadoes, I still think we could get significant tornadoes. And I'm not trying to say that to scare anyone, I'm just saying that, what was I going to say? I already forgot. You know what? That's okay. But these probabilities could change, and that we actually have a higher chance for tornadoes. That's what I was going to say. A higher chance for tornadoes than the rest of the watch, really. Alright, well, you're welcome, Nick J. Glad to be providing the stream. I like making these live streams. Let's see. What exactly are we looking at here? Alright, a brand new severe thunderstorm warning is now in effect near Sheldon. And we can see up to 1-inch hail. That's near Kansas City. But I still like to report on those because those could come to our area here fairly soon. New severe thunderstorm warning also issued past that tornado warning. Alright, well, Columbia is looking like they're going to get hit pretty hard by this. It looks like about 1-inch hail or so. And then also lots of rotation around Jefferson City. And here we are, these storms are really beginning to blow up. That's going to head north. It's going to head through the following locations within the next hour or so. Yeah, there we are here. These are the following locations that will be hit by the storm here fairly soon. So we're seeing Kirkwood, Baldwin, Chestwood, Sappington, Webster Groves, Afton, Chokia, Chesterfield, Clayton, and Creve Coeur all getting hit within the next 25 to 30 minutes. So that could be a potential problem. The storm does not have very big hail, only at about ½ an inch. Let's take a look at wind speeds. I haven't looked at those in a while. So let's look at those throughout. Here we are. So that little band of storms is there any minute. Let's see exactly. Are the wind gusts? Alright, well, while I'm waiting for that to load up, let's go over what exactly we can expect until later tonight. And if there's anything you'd like me to show you or tell you about, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Alright. Then yeah, it's looking as if Storm Prediction Center still has not updated their outlook. at least to a noticeable degree. Alright, well I guess let's just talk about, while that still is loading, the longer range forecast for like tomorrow, for example. Tomorrow, the Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk for severe thunderstorms. That actually is not in effect for us. We're in the marginal risk, actually just outside of the marginal risk. But there's a slight risk of severe thunderstorms tomorrow overall. Then also, that's also the same on day 3, especially near New York. Alright, well, it looks as if the Storm Prediction Center hasn't really done much new. Alright, well, let's see. What have the weather models done? What can I personally predict? Let's see what the new model runs. The worst is nowhere near here yet. Nowhere near. Like, I wish it was, but this really is nothing. Alright, well there we go. Alright, so I do have the winds now. Winds in excess of 60 miles per hour near Bloom's side. Let's see, farther north, it does not look like we have anything severe farther north near the main area. So that's a good thing. Let's take a look at what the severe threat can be for the rest of today. It looks as if 4 through 7 p.m. is going to be the worst of it, before things do begin to calm down. So if you can just hold tight throughout the next few hours, we should be fine. But yeah, over 4,000 joules per kilogram, likely to be here by 4 p.m. Then things will move out. The storms, not even the worst of the storms, have moved through St. Louis yet. And that line will be moving through at around 7. And you'll see about 4 inches of rain from that. So a flooding risk is also there. But hopefully, if everything goes right, we won't have to experience anything too bad. Still, though, within that moderate risk of severe thunderstorms, and that is going to probably remain in effect all day long. Alright, well, hail reports now. 2 brand new hail reports near that tornado warning near Salem. Those are hail of 1.5 inches in diameter. And then we see about 1 3/4 inches in diameter radar indicated, so the radar does seem to be overestimating it just slightly. Alright, well, that tornado warning near Kansas City has expired. So that's a good thing for them. This is going to continue to move in, and we're going to continue to watch this wall of storms move in and through. That tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warning in Jefferson City has also now expired. You don't see that yet, but you will see that here soon. Or something's wrong with my program, because it says there are no warnings in effect right now. Oh, there we go. They've loaded back up. Alright, so yes, there are warnings in effect. That tornado warning is still in effect. Tornado warning down near Salem has extended now some. into the severe thunderstorm warning, so now we do have an extended tornado warning that will probably remain in effect. Well, let's see how long it'll remain in effect. This will remain in effect until 2:30. So at 2:30, this tornado warning will go out of effect. Alrighty, well, I'm going to leave for a little bit from the stream. The stream will still be up. I'm just not going to be making any commentary for a little while. I should be back here fairly soon, though. So, yeah, just keep your eyes out for these storms and stay weather aware. Okay, I'm back, and welcome back to the stream. Well, I'm back, so let's continue where we left off. These severe storm watches. Oh, geez, oh, Pete. Gusty winds outside my house. That's great. And then, apparently, what the heck is going on with the tornado watch? The severe thunderstorm watch. I have no idea. At least on my screen. Let's see if anything has changed. No. Yeah, my weather software over here is acting really weird. So I'm actually going to restart that. That's going to probably take a little while. So you probably won't be hearing much hail stuff. Or calculations from me for a little bit. But I guess right now we can just talk about the latest and talk about what this means for you, the viewer. So what this means is that we're just going to experience severe weather probably all day long. All day long we're going to have to worry about this. And even when I'm not live, which will probably be within the next few hours, you're going to need to worry about this. You're going to need to stay on alert. You're going to need to be on high alert because this is going to be an issue. This is going to be something that'll last all day, and the worst of it isn't even here yet. The worst of it isn't even here yet, and the worst of it won't be here yet until later today and into tonight. And this is the severe storm stuff of maybe an enhanced risk. This would be what I didn't expect. We're at a moderate risk, so we still have quite a bit left to go before this is over. This is not over yet, and this probably won't be over for quite a while. Right, taking a look at the latest severe weather outlook. Still 10% chance of tornadoes, 45% chance of significant winds, and a 30% chance of hail, according to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. Alright, well, if we take a look at this, widespread severe wind gusts are forecast from the Ozark region to the lower Ohio Valley. There we are. And we're seeing 3 watching. Alright, thank you so much for that. Alright, well, let's just continue on with this. And as time goes on, we will just have to watch and see what exactly is going to happen with these storms, because these storms alright. So as the storm is moving in, we'll see this storm smacking Jefferson City in the face. And I'm starting to hear persistent thunder, so I apologize if you did hear that in the background and that does bother you. So, yeah, just my apologies, but hopefully in the end everything will be fine. This is hilarious. My weather app just told me, hey, there could be severe thunderstorms today. Oh. Severe thunderstorm warning has just gone into effect for my area. Alright, that's great. So let's see. Is that literally just now issued? Probably was literally just now issued. Meaning that the radar that you see probably won't show it. It never does. Nope. Doesn't show it. Yeah, it's about to start pouring down. Alright, well, I think I might need to take cover here fairly soon. We'll see what exactly is going on. Yep, severe thunderstorm warning now in effect. Here we are. So let me read this off and what exactly the areas are that are in the severe thunderstorm warning. So just a second. Here we are. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for St. Louis City in east central Missouri, central St. Charles County in east central Missouri, east central Franklin County in east central Missouri, and St. Louis County in east central Missouri. Hazards are 60 mile per hour winds and quarter-sized hail. This is radar indicated. The cities that will be impacted by the severe thunderstorm warning do include, but are not limited to, St. Louis, O'Fallon, St. Charles, St. Peters, Florissant, Chesterfield, Wildwood, University City, Baldwin, Kirkwood, Maryland Heights, Hazelwood, Webster Groves, Ferguson, Manchester, Creve Coeur, Overland, Clayton, Jennings, and St. Anne. This includes the following highways: Interstate 44 in Missouri between exits 272 and 277, Interstate 70 in Missouri between exits 229 and 231. This also includes Barber Memorial State Park, Scott Joplin Historic Site, and St. Castlewood State Park. So yes, if within this area, please take cover. This is going to be a bad storm and will likely be moving through here fairly soon. Yep, there you go. You can see that as it is moving in. Very, very powerful. Very powerful storm. Let's take a look at the more particulars. As you can see, once they load up, is my professional weather software. It's not exactly all the way back up there. But there we go. So let's see, here we do have rain reports within the area. Tornado warning still remains in effect with dime-sized hail reports. And now we are seeing hail of up to 2 inches within that tornado warning south. Alright, and so that meso strength is also pretty strong. Alrighty, well, this is looking to be a dangerous situation. We'll just see what happens. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's any radar-indicated hail in the particular storm the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning in. That is so odd. Alright, yeah, so we're about to get poured on with rain. That will happen anyway. But yeah, that severe thunderstorm warning does remain in effect. And that severe thunderstorm warning will last until 3 o'clock. So until 3 o'clock, the severe thunderstorm warning will be in effect. So that's approximately an hour. And yet, no radar indicated hail. What about radar indicated very strong winds? Because that could be what we're seeing. And once again, I'm not seeing radar indicated hail or winds. I mean, I'm seeing like 25-mile-per-hour winds, but I don't see anything overly severe about this storm. But yeah, so this is just going to be an issue. Holy smokes! Wow! Super strong winds up to like 95 miles per hour in some places. Those are near Kansas City. So yeah, once again, I've been saying this all stream long. The worst is yet to come. Tornado vortex signature, I think I see as well. Yes, I see one of those. That's near Clayton and Lincoln. Yeah, lordy. Yeah, this stuff is not looking good. Up to 2-inch hail now south again. Wow. These storms are so impressive. But yeah, there we are. Many damaging wind reports. now behind that storm in Kansas City. But yeah, there we are, still, yeah, severe storms in effect. Alright, well, there we are. We're seeing all kinds of severe storm warnings being issued and severe storm watches. Yeah, so it looks as if we, looking at the severe thunderstorm watch, and it's looking like the probabilities are gradually rising for tornadoes now. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, that line of storms in Kansas City now approaching St. Louis, Jefferson City. That's really just, it's not good, and I think that these could potentially be large and long-track tornado producers. But we will just have to see, won't we, as the day does go on. Storm Prediction Center still has a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms that will be in effect for quite a while. The storms should die off by about 3 p.m. for St. Louis City itself, but around it, yeah, you're not seeing anything going anything soon. But St. Louis City won't be in a thunderstorm after around 3 p.m. But yeah, I misspoke there. These storms aren't dying off. They're just done. Alright, well, let's see. I'm going to go through my personal risks for the severe thunderstorms. The severe thunderstorm risk for today. Let's see here, what would I personally think at this point. So I'm going to go to the weather models. And also, oh right, well, we just did get a damaging wind report here. That is within the line of storms in Kansas, well, the Kansas City line of storms that we've been talking about, actually closer to Columbia and Jefferson City now. 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and we're also seeing hail of up to 2 inches. Alright, let's take a look. What would my personal risk be right now? My personal risk for severe weather right now is, it's gone down from extreme to high, so that's still pretty bad, but I think extreme at this point is just a little over-aggressive. Despite all the severe storms you can see. Yeah, then also, I'd say, yeah, so high risk for overall, I think up to still 100-mile-per-hour winds, maybe knock that down to 85. Still, the worst has not come yet. And, where we haven't even seen the part of the day that I'm most worried about, those widespread tornadoes. And that's at around 7 that I'd be worried about those. But yeah, also a very large hail is a possibility. Alright, well, it's looking as if we are still looking at severe thunderstorms in the area. Those are really all over. Alright, we do have a hail report in that severe thunderstorm warning that is impacting St. Louis of about dime-sized hail. That is from a trained spotter, so we do have confirmation of hail within this storm. So we just need to be prepared for that there is hail confirmed in that. Here we are. These two lines of storms here are going to start merging here fairly soon. That you see on your radar towards the left side of your screen. Those are really going to start merging fairly soon. And then it'll be this one big line of storms. Yeah, we're also seeing rotation near Springfield, Missouri right now. So that could turn into a tornado. We'll see what happens with that. That could potentially be an issue. Alright, well, it looks like some brand new severe storm warnings have been issued, so let's see if that is shown on radar. It is shown on radar, so there you go, you can see the latest radar. Here from the Storm Prediction Center, and oh wow, you can see it all. Alrighty, well, if you guys would like a more in-depth look on anything, or you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those in the live chat, and I would be more than happy to answer those. Alright, the potential of tornadoes is continuing to rise. Alright, there we go. Looks like we do have a severe thunderstorm warning south of the one in St. Louis now. That one is going to contain hail stuff. But yeah, so we're seeing lots of severe storms. Lots of severe storms around the area. Not quite as many tornado warnings anymore. I think we're getting past that tornado phase for now. I think the real phase of tornadoes is going to come in at around that 4 to 7 p.m. time frame. Unfortunately, I probably will not be able to live stream at that time. I will still be posting stuff on Facebook and Twitter. You can find me on Facebook at MicroCasting St. Louis and on Twitter at MicroCasting STL. Alright, well, as we continue to take a look at the storms as they continue to move into the area, we're looking at some dangerous storms as they do move in. I think that a severe thunderstorm warning will likely be issued south of the one that's impacting St. Louis. Where Columbia's severe storm warning is still in effect. And it looks like Columbia is about to go into another severe thunderstorm warning, whether they want it or not, because this giant line of storms is just deciding to become this giant wall of badness and evil. Alright, well, thank you all so much for watching this. I really do enjoy doing this kind of live streaming stuff. Alright, well, still looking as if we do have a huge severe thunderstorms threat today. Wow, it's just looking like it's gonna be bad. And we're continuing to see these storms as they move into Jefferson City. We're seeing 1-inch hail in many storm reports. We're seeing a lot of storm reports of that. Actually, one here near Chesterfield that is of dime-sized hail. That is from a trained spotter, so that is most likely true. Alright, well I guess we can go over the latest watches and warnings. So for those, we will have a severe thunderstorm watch that will last until about 9 p.m. and a tornado watch that will last until about 7 p.m. Those are both impacting the viewing area, with the severe thunderstorm watch vastly impacting Illinois and the tornado watch vastly impacting Missouri. Alright, well thank you to the 3 of you that were watching. I know there was a 4th person at one point watching. But yeah, it looks like power might be going off and on here in many locations. And here we are as we continue to watch these storms as they move in. Many storm reports now of 2-inch hail near Springfield, and in Illinois we're also looking at some storm reports of up to 1/2-inch hail. Alrighty. Well, I know I have both of these watches up, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask the audience a question real quick. So let me just, here any minute, ask the audience something. So that'll come up as a poll for you. So if we look at that, let's see. Alright, there you go. I'm going to make a poll. Alright, well, actually apparently I can't make a poll on that. So just put it in the comments if you want me to put it on FutureCast or something. Actually, with that being said, I will show FutureCast once more, but then I am going to wrap up this stream. So, here we are. I'm going to get FutureCast real quick just for you to see, and then, yeah, I'm going to have to, unfortunately, say the live stream will be over. So, let me fetch that real quick, and then I will end the live stream. Alright, well, let me get the stuff going. And there we go. So I'm going to put FutureCast up any minute. So here we are. And that FutureCast should be up. And 3, 2, 1. There you go. That's actually way too big. Let me get that smaller for you so you can actually see things. There you go. So there's the FutureCast. I'm just going to put that up. And I'll probably, after that, I'll actually be gone for about half an hour or so. Then I might be back. I'm not sure. I may just end the stream. I'm not sure. I'll probably end the stream for about half an hour to an hour or so. And then if I can, I'll live stream again, but I probably won't be able to. So there you go. That is FutureCast. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. If you liked the live stream, hit the like button down below. If you didn't, you can hit the opposite. Be sure to subscribe if you're feeling really generous. And I hope to see you in the next live stream. Bye-bye!